Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it's hot. Oh dear, it's not good at all, I promise you. It's not nice. It heaps of, well, a fair bit of rain last night, but it is really hot today now, muggy and awful. I've got fans going around all around me. I've got to wait till I can get the well, Jeremy's going to get some metal to put in the air conditioning. Anyway, this is what I'm up to today. I want to try and get this done before I get too hot. Okay, so I made a decision on this, which is was a little bit scary to try to figure out what to do with him, but then I did this, okay? Now you can't see that was a key, but that's okay because I'm trying to make it look like he's hanging on to the whole thing going down that way, okay? So I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, now onto this page here, and I wanted to put one of these pockets here that I cut out. So I'm thinking about that, righto? And I've actually got a few things that I've found too, because I've been in here fishing around for stuff again. So I'm going to show you a few things that maybe if you see them you might be able to think, well, that's an idea. So you know, for what if you want to try this sort of thing. Some people said they're watching me. Thank you, Krista. You're watching me, okay? See these here? These are things that you use for jewellery, right? And they're like a bead cap. And I just flattened it out. And I think they make a really cool little... And they're only very flimsy. Well, not that bad that they're going to fall apart on you, because here's me down to it with the pliers. Look, see? And that makes a little windmill shape. This one here is really cool. It makes a bigger windmill shape. This is I've got it all here in this box. I kept some that I didn't press out so I could show you, but that's what these ones here looked like before. You want to put another one behind it, I think, for it to look like a windmill. I need to have industrial things on my paper, don't I? On my page. So that's what we're looking at doing. Some industrial type things, because it's to do with the steampunk theme. And I guess a windmill would be, I guess. I don't have any pipes or taps. Actually, I've got a tap. I've got a picture of a tap. I might have to see if I can... I bought myself another printer. It's red. I know I don't like... I do like red. I don't like red. I don't know. It just depends. On particular things I've decided to like red. One day I like red, one day I don't like red. So if you want to put that on something, and then get yourself a tiny little brad, and hopefully that'll fit through that hole. Will that fit through that hole? No. That's a bit of a shame. Maybe it will if I can... Oh, here's a smaller one. I've got a smaller brad here, look. It's a tiny weeny brad. Oh yes, that will fit through there. Look at that. Ow. Found it. And then you can put it on something, see? Which I probably will do shortly, so let me see. Then I also found, well, I'm saying fine because these things I haven't seen for a long time. Some lovely person sent me these, and I don't know who it was. I got no idea. Now this is actually seam binding from way back, you know, and it's got it's an iron-on one. It's got a sticky on it. I won't be ironing it on, but it's nice, isn't it? That's a seam binding. This one here's a seam binding, and it's brown, so maybe these colours might look okay in here. Then these are actually bias binding, which is not too bad a thing, I don't think. I might keep that one in its original packet, I don't know. See? Bias 6 yards, maybe there's a bit missing. But see, I thought these would go good over the pages because, oh, well, some of it just depends. Well, I put this over this page here, this piece of gold paper. Now, this is a piece of gold wrapping paper, see? Beautiful. Maybe you can find some too, because I'm going to do a lot of my edges with that, because that looks really good, and it's given it it's a very stable, you know, it's looking really good, I think. I'm a bit worried about the amount of glue that's around these cogs, gears, I should say. It's because I haven't got my little tiny skinny thing. I'm going to have to buy one of those. Anyway, I was going to, and I haven't got round to it yet. Now let's see what we're going to put on this. Excuse me. Maybe I'll just do my pocket first and then I'll put it on there. Might have a mouthful of water. Sorry about that. I wanted to sort of make it like a... I'll move my windmills over if I use them for... You never know. I was going to put this on here somewhere, right? Because we need a thing, don't we? We need a... Oh, that's a bit small, that pin. It's okay, I can just pop these bits out. Or this balloon. Thought about drawing a windmill and cutting it. I might be able to make one. Might be able to. I'll have to see how I go. But I'm going to work on this now, I think, today. That's what I'm quite keen to do. Having a bit of trouble with my leg. Does not want to play. It does not want to sit where I want to put it. Something behind this now. I've got this pianola rolls. I probably need to put a bit of collage on this, don't you think? I don't know how this is going to work. We're chopping it to pieces here. Probably would have been better if I'd have tore it, but it's not easy when it's going around corners, eh? Okay. Come here. Well, I don't know what the idea of that would be if I did that, you see, so I haven't got an idea for that, because I probably shouldn't put that behind there because it's not doing it any justice at all whatsoever, is it? Got some bits here that I've cut out. I'm really scared to go too light or too dark, I really am. I suppose I shouldn't be. It's all got to work out somehow, doesn't it? Nothing here. Oh, got a key thing. You know all the packets of stuff that I bought with all them bits in them? Remember? Because I can't find them. Oh dear. I think my daughter's coming next week to help tidy the room so my husband can put the air conditioner in. I hope so, because by the G, I've got myself in a state. I've got myself in a state here. I really have. I might do a bit of collage on this thing. I could leave a bit of it green, just do some parts on the back, eh? Collage the pocket, and then see what it looks like. Come on, tear this, Sonya. That's the way. Good girl. Go. Right. Ink behind me. Yeah. Does it matter if you don't collage it all completely in the, you know, all over? I don't think it does. Book, paper, something. But I don't mean anything because it doesn't work, does it, when you want to get anything? No. Here we go. It's under here. Might be able to put a bit of this roll stuff down there. I don't know. We'll see what happens, eh? See if it works. Oh, you see me? Good. I've turned the timer on, and I remember saying hi. Tell you I was. I do. Just depends what time of day I come in here. I think how I go. Just depends what time of day I come in here. What have we got here? Different colour to that, Sonya? Not. How about a lighter grey? That might look better. I'll just get a bit off of this one. It's nice to see people's comments. It's nice to see people. I know that a lot of you don't watch me on a computer, so you probably have on a phone or something, and then you can't come back and say anything anyway, can you? So I really don't think I'll like these pointy bits here, eh? What do you reckon? I might reckon if I cut it off, but I'll have a go. That looks better. That looks much better. Yes. There we go. I like that better, yes. Very good, Sonya. Now, do we need to keep covering this? Do we need to do more? It definitely doesn't have enough of anything. Move the other way. It's just sticking down, it is. Well, it must have a different colour key to that. I've actually put everything in it. I packed all my stuff up into different categories and stuff. I did. You'll be really pleased about that. I've got it all in bits. Look at this. I can see where all my cogs and things and stuff like that are. I haven't got any cogs. I keep saying that. Gotta buy some things, I imagine. This little person's cool. But I want to put a windmill on here. Wait a minute. Maybe this colour one. Something darker. There's a part that goes underneath it. Here it is. A part that goes underneath this with it's a banner of some sort, isn't it? Is it stuck? I wonder why it's not stuck to it. We'll find that out, I'm sure. A pink butterfly, Sonya. Oh, you know what? It's going to be just trial and error here for me, I'm afraid. Now, I really would like to put some. I'll put that on there. I'm going to put the butterfly on there. I'm going to put this on there. I'm going over the top here, aren't I? Maybe the butterfly can get down the bottom. Nothing to do with cogs, them butterflies, have they? And gears and things. Well, probably this hasn't either, but the motor might have done. The motor could have done. Oh, this is not easy. Not for a person who's never done any of this sort of thing before, I'm telling you now. It's not easy at all. I've got two of these sort. I actually got one of this sort here, but actually, let me see. So it's stripy. Not a fan, not a fan. I like this one better. I like that one better. So I need to keep covering over this background, I think. I need to put more on the background. Let's do this and see what it looks like, see what happens. You know, you just do it and see what happens. Oops, more glue. This is just a piece of paper out of one of the photo albums. You know, this is pretty cool stuff, this. The photo album. And then you can just lay it on. Well, the reason that I'm, and see-through, makes it a bit duller, I suppose. The reason I'm, what am I going to do? Put that one up there. I don't even remember what I was going to say now. I'm having a seniors moment. Great. Sorry about that, everybody, but like, can't be helped, I guess. We can get down the bottom. Right. Now, I guess if I put this down here and put the glue on it, they'll get all the... Oops! Oh no. Now that wasn't good, was it? Did it go on the other side now? Was I scraping along there too fast? Probably was. Look at the glue on there. Goodness gracious me. I'll have to get that off. It's sort of tiny bit to the side, but not much. Because there's no way we'd ever be able to do that with that other stuff. Now, where's my white things? I think I actually don't have any. Where's the paper towel then? Give me something, Sonya, to fix that. Oh, I think you said to me yesterday, Mum, does your room need cleaning? I thought, well, you've got no idea how bad it is. And I was watching this lady. She's really nice and she does really good stuff. And she said she writes down all the things that upset her, like a untidy room. I would never have thought she had an untidy room. I couldn't believe it. I don't think it'd be that bad. I don't think it'd be that bad. It'll dry, I know. I've got a little tiny old bit of calico here. Little old bit of calico. Now that looks pretty cool. And I'm going to get a bit of the glue off the paper because I've got it all stuck to this page. Stick it under there. Stick that down a bit better. Now I'm not happy about that because they wasted me glue there doing that when I was... But it had to be done. So... And I probably needed to put that a little bit over that way. Righto. A thing. We need a brad for it. We do. I'll use one of these or one of the ones. So I'll put all my stuff in these things. Look at me go. I'm pleased with myself. I got bits in there with keys and chain and bits in there. Look at the little bottles. Look at the little tiny bottle. Look at this little tiny bottle. Look at that. Isn't it cute? I'll be putting something in there because I'll use a couple of those. They fit. I've got the ribbon clips. Just bits and pieces. Me gear things in there, which I can't use if they're not too heavy. Paper clips in here. There's the things that look like screws. I've got one in them. Might use one of them. And there's some black arrow things which I never thought I'd ever use, but I probably will. And some more ribbon clips, but I can use that with paper as well. So this is nice. Got one of those out because when they're in a container, like they're all too hard to see what we've got. So these are hook and eyes, really good size ones. These got little tiny bits of chain and tiny little link things in there because hopefully I'll get round to using some of this stuff in some sequence. So it's all sitting in there, some of it. Well, a lot of it that I've got ready so I can take it out to the room, but I don't know if I'm going to be actually able to do that because it's just too hot. Me fiddle. You're sitting out there in the cool, but if you start to move, that's not good. You can get hot. Now I need to make a whole thing, don't I? I need to make the whole thing behind me. Right. So I'm going to put this on here, like that. And I've got to put that piece across the bottom. Okay. I know I feel like it's missing something. It's missing something. It'll be fine, we'll figure it out. I need this piece on. Are we in the shot? Please let me be. Oh, don't wreck your stuff, Sonya. You just pulled that nearly off the end of there. You did take the other bit off, didn't you? Really? Oh dear. Maybe I can use this one instead of it. Would that matter if it's a different colour? Don't swipe at it with that thing. Which way does this go? That way? Righto. I'm very carefully going to rub this across here now with my hand so I don't get it. Don't tear it. I tore the other. Don't tear it. Ah. Oh dear. My hands are a bit filthy, I'm afraid. I've been searching through all my bits of jewellery pieces and stuff. Trying to find bits. There's so much to find, and I could make about 20 of these books, but I just can't even figure out how to make the first one. So I've been saving that. Somebody said about how much good stuff. I have been collecting this up for about 6 years, the things to make this, and avoiding it for 6 years because I couldn't think I could do it. I couldn't work out what the idea was. I haven't got the, mostly I haven't got the right stuff, I wouldn't reckon. But anyway, let's see, what will I do? Will I push that through? No, I'll open that up, and then I'm going to make the hole through here. That down far enough? I hope that's not too far, but then again, if it is, I'll just, yeah, I think it is. I think it might be too far. You're going too far, Sonya. But if I put it there, I'll hold on to it while I do that. Won't get there. Righto. Now put that through there. Now put the little thing in. Righto. Now do this. Open it up. And you've got that there like that. What do I squeeze in there? Nothing, it's just a book, isn't it? I've got something stuck in it. Nah. Right. Sit in there. Upside down, back to front. The whole works. Right. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I don't like the... Oh, hang on. Over here. Yes. That's not bad. I don't know whether I need to put a bit of this on, a bit of silver or a bit of gold. I feel like I need something blingy on it. Same with this one, because it's got a... Maybe the gold thing's making it look like it needs it on there. Do you think? Oh, I know what I've got. Hang on a second. Nobody panic. What did I do with that, I wonder? I have just the thing. I have just the thing here somewhere. I'm sick of this. I am so good at putting stuff away, I can't find it again. I'm so good at saying, well, this will go here so I'll be nice and cosy and I won't lose it, and I can't find the things when I do that. Sorry people, oh dear, I don't mean to disappoint you with my... I have these really nice gold and silver bits. I've got some keys. I suppose I could nearly get away with using one of them for a minute till I find these other things. I can use a key. Give it a bit of a lift. Couldn't I? You reckon? I hope people are not too disappointed in this. I'm saying you're following me, and nobody says that. People say they don't know how they do it, so I don't know. I wonder what I did with them pieces of thing. They might be still out in the other room. That's a shame I didn't bring them in with me, isn't it? Well, keys are a big part of this thing, I suppose. It's a key to something. It's key to something. But I had these other really nice bits of strips of silver and that I could do edges with. And I can't see where they are now. It was something like that, only better. If that's right. Something a bit like that, only a bit better. Now we're going to go over here. Righto, so this can be a pocket. Okay? Now that's not too bad. I like it with a little bit of bling on there. I do. So I might put a little tiny bit of a heart up here. What do you think? A little bit of a heart. Yeah, most of the things that I've seen are actually black. Well, that is not there. Where'd that go? It's probably still stuck to it, is it? Wonder where that went. I'll probably find it later. I've got ink all over my hands. I might have to get a bit bigger one off this time so I don't lose it. Where did it get to? Here, now I've got this one. Oh, look, there it is on my other finger. Ah, there. Come on, sit on there. Sit on there. There we go. Righto. I've lost it again. Oh, here it is. Come here. It's actually it's bent over so it might not stick properly, so I might probably use that one. Probably leave that. That's better. Now I do like that. So if I push this, I need to push this piece. Go away, you little stinker, get over there. I need to make this go down, if it can, underneath there, so if you're pushing something down behind it, it's not going to get caught on there, hopefully. But I've got these bits to stick it down with, therefore I'm just going to make the pocket a bit more open. Make the pocket a bit more open, so that'll be good. Now, we're going to have a try now, see if we can make a cluster of some sort, which is probably what this is nearly, to put on the top of the pages or whatever. Now I won't go right to the edge. I want to use some bits of lace, but I'm also going to use a bit of that, gold stuff there to put down each page, just to give it a bit of interest of some sort. I have got some stamps. I'm thinking about putting a row of stamping along there, but I get scared when I do that, because if I start to get the stamps out I get too carried away and do too much, and then it's no good to me anymore. Hey, so it just happens that's how it happens. But anyway, so I've got little bits of clocks and things in here. I could put that little clock on here too, couldn't I? That at the top of the page there or something. Yeah, I could do that. Well, no, I don't think so. Just the one piece will do, won't it? Unless I want to put something behind it. So I was going to make a cluster, but I don't know if I need to do that. This is going to be a little bit bulky as it is, isn't it? So I might just put that there. And I'm going to find that piece of trim. I've got this gold rickrack. I think that'll look good, because I think the gold is good for steampunk too, don't you reckon? Now that's snazzy. That's very snazzy, isn't it? Look at that, that's pretty. That gives that a bit of a lift, doesn't it, that page? What have I got here? Oh, that piece of paper that I stuck on there. Okay, so let's get a bit of this on here. And maybe as I go I might get more adventurous. If you reckon? I've got to put some more bits on. Now, do I want to cut the white bit off here? I don't know. I'm going close to it. Look at me. I'm not too bad. I've got a bit of time here. I might be able to make a couple. I'll do another page, hopefully. I don't want this to take too long because I've got a lot of pages in it. Anyway, I couldn't do anything yesterday. I was really tired, so I had to go to bed for a while, have a nap. The heat makes you tired, doesn't it, too? Knocks you around. Okay, that's nice. Let me see what I can put under that. I've got so many things that I want to do in it, I just can't seem to get myself down to the one thing here. I'm being very... Here we go. I'll have a bit of this. I do like a bit of burlap. Do love a bit of burlap. Comes in really handy for all these bits. Now I'm going to put a pin on it. That's a bit big, that one. I've got my... Oh no, this one's good. I don't have to have a what's name pin, do I? You know, bulb one. No, I don't have to have a bulb pin if I don't want to. Spilled all these everywhere. Aren't they pretty? Actually, the bulb pin works better because it's feeling that's better. Where are they? What's up? Over here. Okay. Because then the little bead will go all the way around it. You know, you can put lots of beads on if you want to. I'll put 5 on there, I think. I'll make this a bit more fray. Don't worry about cutting it straight. Nobody's going to care about that, because it looks better if it's not. So you've got it upside down again. Time's upside down. Paper everywhere. Stuff. On that. Oh, this is cool. Look, this is off a book that I bought, a real old one, and it's really cool stuff. But just a thing for a cover for a book to put in here, won't it? Yes. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little something through the middle of this. You know, just so you've got a centre piece. Which colour will we have? The gold one. The tiny weeny gold one. Look. There you go. Look at that. That makes it a bit more out there, doesn't it? Now I'm going to take this sticky off. And I will put glue on it because did I move that camera out of the way? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't see what I'm doing. Push this over here. I've got to get myself some iron tablets, people. I've got no iron in my body because I don't eat red meat. I'm just naughty, and but I can't help that. I just don't eat it. I don't like it. And, you know, that's just how it is. So, I've got to get myself some iron tablets. I keep forgetting. All the time I keep forgetting. I just don't, you know, I go up there and I just don't think about it. And I'm supposed to. Well, that looks cool. Don't you think? Do you think it looks better over there? Let's put it down. Looks better over there or over here? Where's my bit of gold stuff? I want to put that down the side. And then just cut it in. It's actually quite sturdy, this piece. This, whatever this, you know, it's really sturdy. It's a good bit of stuff. Good bit of stuff. Now what I did before, I just cut a piece and then I sat there and I folded it over like this. Fold it over like halfway. Just do halfway. Hello, little bird. That's my little birds out there in the tree. Aren't they cool? Oh, last night we had so much thunder and rain and I was so worried. I said to Jeremy, what are they going to do? How are they going to hang on? Because the wind and... He said, oh, they'll be all right. I was really worried about them hanging on there because they're in that great big... There's a great big tree at the front of our house that takes up nearly the front of our house. Big conifer. Beautiful tree. Love it. And... the little birdies live there, the little wrens, little blue wrens, and I was so worried about them last night. I really was. I said, where do they go? I mean, the tree's fairly thick, and if they're down under, they would have got down under there somewhere, up underneath the roof. I don't know. But anyway, so they were all right. So that was good. So now I'm going to cut this off here. Now I'm going to hopefully do this the way I did before and not make a mistake. Not make a mess, is what I mean. I'm sorry about my hands. I know they're khaki, but they're only got a bit of, I don't know, good dirt on them. It's not actually dirt. Okay, so even if this is not exactly, you know, you're not going to worry about if it's not exactly, but go down right in the crease of it. You put it on. You can use any sort of thing you want to. You can put any sort of paper down the side of the pages. It just helps to make them a bit solider. Just push it on like that. Hopefully it will go on nice. And then I've got both sides done. Look, there you go. I know I haven't done the other side because it's the colour. I'll fix it. I'll put something over it to give it a bit more, because it's a little bit too dark, or I don't know what's the matter with it. I'm just going to fix it a bit. I feel like I need to do that. Anyway, so we can put this up here now. Or there. I don't know. Maybe. Does it need it? Might be too big a thing to put on there, is it? It might be too big. I'm thinking about putting a stamp across there. Let me have a look. I've got time to show you. I'm going to stamp it. Okay. Oh, I was very disappointed with this. I don't know whether... I'm sure I didn't take that bulb out of there, but it's not in here. So maybe the lady, whoever owned this before me, might have thought they'd have that bulb. See, I thought those little cogs looked good across the top of that. What do you reckon? Okay, and then I'll put that thing on the other side. Decisions. I'm going to see if I can cut this off here with the whole thing. Take the whole thing. I was really disappointed when I didn't see when that light bulb wasn't there. I like this. The penny farthing. Whoa, Sonya, settle down. Right, ink. Oh, a thing. I don't have a... do I have a thing in handy? Where's the thing? What does it do with my thing? You know what I want, don't you? One of them things for stamps. Well, before I stick it on there, I'm going to put it somewhere else first. I didn't put my butterfly on, I forgot. That's okay. Amy usually puts a couple of things on the back of these, doesn't she? And then she can hang on, to them while she stamps them down. I'm just going to try and see if I can do this on a piece of paper first. I don't want to wreck me good thing. Oh, it'd have been no good if people sell these stamping up stuff. I wouldn't have been able to do that, would I? I couldn't get the thing open. Okay. Righto, let's just put some ink on here. And then if we're going to go flat. Oh, no, that wasn't flat. Does that look alright? Bit blurry, isn't it? Why is it blurry? Try that again. That doesn't look too bad. Where's me this? I'm going to go as far as just putting the paper up there to see what it looks like, because I can't handle it if I wreck the page. I won't. But you know what? You can always stick something over the top of it, Sonya. You don't have to be that dramatic about it. Oh. What do you reckon? Do you think that'll look alright up there? A bit long. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm a big fan of that at all. I don't like it because it looks better without it. Looks better, it needs something else. Probably needs this thing I made. What do you reckon? This is more my thing, isn't it? More Sonya stuff. Upside down again, is it? Yeah, of course. I think that'll be better. I really do. It needs to go there. So whatever I put in there. Well, there goes my stamping idea. Righto. It doesn't matter. I'll probably put it somewhere else. You can put the stamp on a page where you're not going to actually put anything else. Just put the stamp in as a background piece. I've got a lot of stamps. I probably should use a few, but I don't seem to be able to find the right place to put them. I'm only going to stick that behind there because I don't want to put glue down along that bit because I just don't. You're going wrong again, are you? What have I done? Oh, did I move this thing? No. There's one there, look. Where's 12? Up there. Oh, we can shift it, can we? 1, 2, 3. So that's got to go there, that bit. We're going to put it that way. Okay. Have I got it right? There's the 3 o'clock. There's the 6. There's right, 12. How's that? Okay, and it looked good because it went sideways and that made it look better, didn't it? I don't know how I did that. Anyway, so there we go. Now I've got 2 pages. This one here I'm going to put something over the top of, just a little bit of something that you can still see through it, but I want to have a different sort of background, although you can't still see through that, but I don't know if I want to put that there though. I've also, see, we've got a pocket here, haven't we? So we've got to remember there's a pocket there. So we've got to put something in there. So there's the next page, and I'm not too disappointed with that. I actually glued this in here, and I've cut out a little bit, and I can put some little decorations down here of bits and pieces. I think I'd like to try and use myself a windmill thing that I made. One of these little blokes. I reckon they'd look really cool. Do you need 2? Have enough spinny round things? Oh, looks like a pinwheel now. How many of these has a windmill got? Anybody know? Where's another? I had a smaller one, didn't I? Here. He looks a bit better. I like the little bloke. Any more of those? This is a good latch thing that I've got off something. These here little gold ones, these are anyway, I better go and I'll come back and I'll work on this again for you after, okay? So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.